Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing yet another review because apparently all the brands want to drop stuff at the beginning of the year. Don't know why, because we just came out of holidays, which means people spend a lot of money, but hey, I guess they don't care. Today we're going to be reviewing yet another complexion product, which I'm actually super duper excited about. We're going to be reviewing and trying out the new Juvia's Place I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation. As you can see, this is the look that we ended up creating. I do have a couple other products that I want to try out in this video that are new to me. So this is going to be a little bit more of like a get ready with me. Still going to be letting you know all the details about this foundation, but I really wanted to get my hands on this and try it out. So if you guys are interested in seeing my overall thoughts on this foundation, how it applies, how it wears, my first impressions, just all the details, whether it's worth it, if it's a must-have, if you guys need to try it out for yourself, my first impressions, review, just everything about this and a couple more products, then just go ahead and keep watching. Today we're going to be trying the new Juvia's Place I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation. I saw this drop, I saw this on Trend Mood, I think at the beginning of the year, or I think I saw this at the end of last year, and I ordered it because I was like, oh, I want to try this out. This looks really, really pretty. Natural radiance, kind of like the vibe that I go for. So I was super duper excited to see this. So I picked this up, and I also picked up a couple other products. So we're going to be trying all this stuff on my face today. I already did my brows. That's good to go. We're just going to go ahead and jump into the products. So I picked up the new Juvia's Place Natural Radiance Foundation, as you can see here. I picked mine up in the shade 310, which is Burkina. I did use like their shade matching on their website because I have their old foundation that they first came out with, and I forgot the shade of mine because I threw it away. It got bad. It wasn't really my thing. It was super duper full coverage, and it was just really thick. And it wasn't my favorite. Like, the coverage was there. It's a good foundation, but it's so thick, and it just wasn't my vibe anymore. I'm pretty sure you guys know, you could tell the kind of foundations that I like, and that thick, super duper full coverage foundation, it was a vibe at a time, but it's not a vibe anymore, at least for me. So I don't have it, but when I saw this, I was like, oh, now this looks like it's more up my alley. So that's why I picked it up, and I wanted to try it out and review it for you guys. This foundation retails for $23 US. It has 1.35 ounces, so a little bit over 1 fluid ounce, a little bit more than the regular 1 fluid ounce, which is nice. It comes with 33 radiantly rich, versatile shades that blend into all skin tones without leaving a trace of white cast or oxidization on the skin. The formula is supposed to be long-lasting performance without compromising the health of your skin. The product details natural radiant finish. It's weightless and breathable formula that melts into your skin without weighing it down. It's easily blendable and easy glide. It's a medium to full coverage, non-cakey, and yeah, so it looks like everything that I'm reading about this foundation looks like it's something that I would enjoy. So I picked up the shade Burkina, which looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see that shade. The packaging looks like this. I think it's really, really pretty. It's a nice blue color with the beautiful, gorgeous woman, and you know, just regular Juvia's Place packaging, which I personally love. So we're just gonna jump into it. I hope this shade works for me. I think it will. I think it will. This is how the actual product looks like as far as like the bottle goes. This is how it looks like right here. Really, really pretty. It is a pump, so that's great. It does say on the cap, shake well with cap facing down. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shake it up. I'm gonna do half of the face first because I wanna see how this coverage is on this foundation. So we're gonna pump it out. Okay, so I just did one pump. So this is how one pump is looking like. It's a nice formula. It doesn't look runny, but it also doesn't look super thick, so I like that. And I think this color is gonna work for me. Yeah, it should work. So I'm just gonna put this foundation just on this half of my face because I want to see how the coverage is going to be like. I'm going to take my Morphe brush, and I'm just going to blend it out. It does have an interesting smell to it. It's not bad, but it does have a smell. Oh, I feel like this is kind of full coverage, to be quite honest with you. And I do have primer on. The primer that I used is the Rare Beauty, what is this called? The Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. That's what I have on my face. Okay, the color is good. I like the color. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can tell. This is the side that I put the foundation on my face. From what I can tell, it's actually, to me, a lot more coverage than medium. I think if you build this up, you can easily get full coverage if you want to. This is a little bit more on the full coverage rather than medium to me personally. It does feel really good on the skin. It feels lightweight. It doesn't feel thick or heavy. Definitely not like their old foundation that comes in like the orange tube that's super duper thick. The formula is like, it's a little thicker as far as like the formula goes, but it blends into the skin really, really nicely. And I do like that natural radiance that it gives. Like, if you guys saw me review my Mario foundation, that one was like luminous. Like, my face was like glowy, but this is like, it's not the same. Like, it's a bit more natural velvety, but it still has like a nice glow to the skin, but it's not like extremely glowy. Color is good. I'm happy with the color that I chose. I think it works well for me right now. So this is how the half of the face is looking. This is the other side that doesn't have any product. So I don't know what you guys think about it. Comment down below. So far, I like the way it looks. It looks pretty good to me. I was squeezing it out. There's a lot of air in here because, as you can see, before when I took it out, it was full, and this is how it looks like right now. But there's still a lot of product in here, so no biggie. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it to the rest of my face. So far, it looks good. I think the coverage is nice. It's definitely a little bit more coverage than medium to me. So if you're looking for a foundation that has good coverage, this is nice so far with that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go over everything with my beauty blender. Make sure everything is nice and blended in. No extra product anywhere. This looks really nice. I like it. Okay, so this is how the face is looking with the Juvia's Place Natural Radiance Foundation. Like I said, I use the shade 310 Burkina, and this is how it looks like. I like the shade on me, so if you're a shade match with me, or if you're a shade twin, 310 is a good one to choose. If you want to go up a shade, I think it's, the way their numbers are, it's backwards. So the highest number, I think it's like the darkest shade is the lowest number, and then it works its way up. So it's backwards. It's not light to dark, it's dark to light, which I like. They've always been that way. But yeah, this so far, it looks really, really good. I like the finish. It looks really, really nice on the skin. I have that glow, but it's not too glowy. It's definitely medium to full coverage for sure. I feel like if I added another layer, this will for sure be full coverage. My skin looks really, really nice. It looks smooth. It looks velvety. I can't complain. Everything looks really, really good so far. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. I'm probably going to speed it up a little bit until we get to the powders and see how that works with the foundation. Okay, this is how everything is looking with all the cream products before I powder. I just used my LYS cream bronzer, and I did use the Juvia's Place concealer. I wear mine in the shade 11. And then I also use the Sephora Best Skin Ever in the shade 34.5N just to brighten it up a little bit. So that's what I have on my face right now. Okay, so the face is looking really good. It's looking pretty full coverage to me, honestly. So far, so good. There is this new powder that I have. I picked up this Sephora Micro Smooth Multitasking Baked Face Palette. I saw one of these YouTubers that I follow talk about this, and I was like, oh, I need that because I love the Micro Smooth powders in general. And this is supposed to be kind of similar to, it's supposed to give off the same vibe as like the Hourglass ambient lighting powders and like the palettes. So they have two shades. They have a light and medium one and a deep dark one. This is the dark one. It's supposed to be, the name of it is Captivate. So it looks like this. Really, really, really pretty. It's a 4-pan palette, and you have, so you have this shade right here. I hope the light is not too bright, but you have this shade right here, and then, which is like a bronzing, like kind of shade. And then you have two blushes, one that's like a little shimmery, one that's matte, and then you have a highlighter. This is really pretty. I wish you guys could see how this looks like in person. Let me try to like dim the light. Okay, so I dimmed the light. I hope you guys can see it a little bit better, but this is how it looks like. It's so pretty. I love it so much. It looks really gorgeous. So I want to use this shade to do the bronzing. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with that shade over everywhere that I cream contoured. I'm gonna use that shade right here to set everywhere that I put my cream bronzer on. Normally I would use like my Sephora Micro Smooth powder in the shade 60, which I might still go back with to add a little bit of warmth. But this is definitely like a contouring kind of shade, like a bronzing contour. It's not as warm, it's a bit more neutral, but that's okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna take my regular Micro Smooth powder in the shade 60 Deep, and I'm just gonna use that just to add a little bit of warmth, because I feel like that original shade in that palette was a bit more neutral, which is fine, but I do want some color to my skin. And I took off my earrings because I don't like putting on powder when I have earrings. I don't want the powder to get all over the earrings, so I will put them back on once I am done powdering. Now we can go ahead and do the powder. We're gonna set our concealing areas. Everywhere that we put concealer, we're gonna go ahead and set. I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder in the shade Tan 3, and I'm gonna take a powder puff and I'm just going to set all the concealed areas before I bake. This is just a technique that I use. It makes the face really, really flawless. Like, look at that. Look at this side of the eye, underneath this eye, and then look at this side. It's just like so smooth. I love this powder. So good. And you can use it with the puff or with the brush. Either way, it's gonna look amazing. Okay, so I have powdered my face. I sprayed with the Morphe setting mist just to kind of mesh all the powders together with everything. I didn't want my face to be super duper dry, so that is all I have on my face right now. As you can see, the base looks really, really nice. I feel like it looks pretty full coverage to me. I don't see any of my scars underneath. Everything looks really, really flawless, and I just love the color. I love everything about my base. So far, so good. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump into the eyes. Like I mentioned, I did also pick up the Juvia's Place Coffee Shop palette while I was on their website getting that foundation. I've been seeing this all over IG ever since they came out with this collection, and I was like, ooh, I really kind of want to get that eyeshadow palette. I love Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes. I do have a couple of them. I do have Juvia's Place eyeshadows already, and I love their quality, and they're super duper inexpensive. They're black owned. Great brand. So I have the Warrior palette, which looks like this. This is just like a beautiful bronzy, neutral, shimmery matte palette. I also have the Warrior 2, which is a great palette to have. It's all matte. It literally has all the matte colors that you could possibly ever use and their mattes are super duper pigmented, super duper blendable. So I have those two eyeshadow palettes, and I believe I have the Nubian one, which is another staple, and there's a couple palettes I have. I don't have all of them right in front of me besides those two, because those are like my go-tos that I keep on my makeup desk. But I wanted to pick the Coffee Shop palette up because this just looked like it was up my alley. It's literally neutrals, browns, creams, everything. It's gorgeous. First of all, this is how the palette looks like. It's stunning. And then you open it up and these are the colors inside. It's literally like a neutral brown girl dream. And I feel like this is a good staple palette, which is why I got it, because I feel like I would actually use this palette a lot. There's lots of variations of brown. So you have mattes and you have shimmers, and the mattes are super duper deep and dark. And I just feel like they're gonna look super nice on my skin tone. So I picked this palette up and I want to use it on my eyes today. So we're gonna go ahead and create a look with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a eye look with this palette, and then I'll be right back so we can finish off the rest of our face. All right, the eyes are done. As you can see, I just created a really pretty natural, neutral, kind of like everyday look. I'll show you the colors that I used. I only used 3 colors. I used this shade right here is like a transition color, and then I used this brown down here at the bottom row, and then I used this shadow on my lid. This is what I have on my eyelid, and then I have this on my inner corner. So just 4 shadows that I use, but this palette is really, really pretty. The colors are beautiful. They look gorgeous, blend really nicely. Have no complaints about it. Definitely a nice palette. Now let's go ahead and finish the rest of my face. Like I said, I did want to use the blushes in this Micro Smooth Baked palette. So I'm going to use the blush up here at the top right corner. Go in there and... oh, wow, she is pigmented. Okay. Definitely pigmented. Do not need a lot. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that. I barely went in there. Wow, okay. Super duper pigmented. I am surprised. I mean, like I just wasn't expecting. I thought because it was baked, it would be a little bit more like you have to build it up, but the color is there. Like, it is super pigmented. And oh, I wanted to let you guys know I used the same mascara that I always use, the Monster Big by Lancome. But Maybelline did send me their Sky High mascara, the regular one and the primer. This is the new Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High tinted primer. So it's tinted black, but it's a lash primer. I don't really use lash primers like that. Before I put mascara on, I don't know, I just don't. But wow, like my lashes look amazing. So this is really, really nice. This Maybelline Sky High tinted lash primer. If you put this on, let it dry before you put your mascara on, your lashes are gonna look amazing. I'm not even putting false lashes on today because I don't want to, and my lashes look really nice. So I wanna test out the highlighter in this palette too. I wanna see if it's gonna be as pigmented as that blush. It's this beautiful like golden like color. So we're just gonna do a little bit. Do not wanna go crazy. Okay, wow. Yeah, this palette, damn, like these colors are, wow, okay. Let me kind of go easy. Yeah, this highlighter and this blush, honestly, yeah, you guys need to get this. I'm gonna make sure that I link everything that I use in the description box below, but wow. Like this Micro Smooth palette is usually out of stock. It's never in stock. So I had to sign up to get like the email when it's in stock. Last time I checked, this specific palette in Captivate was in stock. But you guys need this because wow. I mean, just wow. It is stunning, 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 stunning. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the lip. I did pick up one of the Juvia's Place lip liners. This is part of their Coffee Shop collection. This is the Luxe Lip Liner in Cocoa Latte. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that on my lips. If I can open this. Oh, this is dark. Wow. You guys, it's really dark. It's like really, really dark. Okay, let's go. Let's go in. Oh yeah. Oh, wow. She is deep, honey. This might be my deepest lip liner. This lip liner is dark. Like, it's really dark. It's crazy. I'm gonna make it just a little bit more brown. This is dark. Wow. Okay. And then for the lips, I'm gonna take one of these colors. These are the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink. I don't know what they're like liquid lips, but they're glossy, but they're matte. I don't know how to describe it, but Maybelline sent me a bunch of their shades and I've been obsessed with them. I think I'm gonna do this one. Which color do I want to do? Which color do I want to? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. They're all super duper pretty. I love all of them. And the formula is like, it's just stunning. Ooh. So it applies on like a gloss, but then it dries into like a matte lip. It's crazy. Let me go over it with a little bit of the brown liner. Okay, I like that. I think that's really pretty. Alrighty, you guys, that is it. This is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this review, this get ready with me. It was kind of a little bit more relaxed. I did want to review this new foundation and just try out a couple new products with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video overall. So my overall thoughts on the new Juvia's Place Natural Radiance foundation is that this foundation is nice. It's definitely nothing like the old foundation that was super duper thick, super duper 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 full coverage. It's not like that. This is a little bit more toned down. It definitely is more skin-like, but it still gives you that full coverage. So it is medium to full, but I feel like this is leaning more on the full coverage side in my opinion. I think the color that I chose worked really, really well for me. So if you are shade twin with me, 310 is the one that you need to pick up. The shade name is Burkina, or I think it's Burkina. That's how you pronounce it. But so overall, my face looks really, really nice. It does not look super duper dry or cakey or anything like that. I'm looking at it up close. Everything blended really, really seamlessly on the foundation. My powders, my concealers, everything that I normally do on a day-to-day when I'm doing my makeup worked really, really well with this foundation. So honestly, I have no complaints. So far, so good. I love it. We will see how this wears. I'm not going to do a wear test with you guys this time, so I will comment down below in the comments and update you guys how it ended up wearing. Hopefully, we get at least a good 8-hour wear out of this. I'm going to have this on all day, but I don't think I'll be able to do check-ins because I am going to be kind of busy doing some errands. So we will see how it wears, and I will update you guys in the comment section down below. So make sure you go down there and you take a look to find out whether or not this held up and wore the way it should have worn. But my overall first impressions, I love this foundation. I think it's way better than the first one. I think we've gravitated out of that extremely full coverage, extremely thick, cakey kind of formulas. A lot of people don't like that anymore, so I think this was a really, really good move on Juvia's Place for coming out with this, because I feel like it's going to be a lot more approachable for more people now with the kind of makeup that they do, and just for their everyday consumer. So I really enjoy this a lot. The shade range is beautiful, lots of shades to pick from. Everything else that I tried in this get ready with me was a win. Loved the coffee shop palette. I cannot wait to continue playing with this and trying out more shades. It's a stunning palette. Love it, love it. And the Sephora Micro Smooth palette, must. There's two of them. There's a light medium one and a dark one. This is a dark one. It's in the shade Captivate. I will link it down below. Everything about this palette is amazing. It's only 20 bucks. So if you love the Sephora Micro Smooth powders, you're going to love this because it's the same baked kind of consistency. So super duper happy I got my hands on this. It's always out of stock. So I highly recommend, if you see that it's in stock, make sure you pick it up, because this baby, it sells out all the time. So make sure you grab this. It's super duper nice. I did like the lip liner. It's dark. The lip liner, dark, very, very dark. I think the darkest lip liner that I have. So I probably won't be using it for my day-to-day, but I am happy I have this shade though, because I can use it to deepen up certain lips that I want. It's really pigmented, very creamy. I like the formula overall. So if you are chocolate, beautiful, dark, melanated skin, definitely check out the Juvia's Place Coffee Shop lip liners. I think there's 3 of them. There's one shade that's lighter than this. There's Coffee Latte, and then there's another one I think called Espresso. That's the darkest one. So if you have really, really deep skin and you're looking for a dark lip liner that's still gonna define your lips, Definitely check out the Juvia's Place lip liners for the coffee shop collection because they are deep, honey. They are deep, okay? So it's gonna do what it needs to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get ready with me. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you would love to see more videos like this from me in the future. And also leave a comment down below and let me know if you guys will be snagging up the new Juvia's Place foundation because I'm really interested. I see a lot of stuff already starting to come out, but so far, the things that I've tried are a win. Are you guys gonna be picking it up? Let me know. I know there's a lot of stuff already starting to come out. So, you know, sometimes you can't try everything, but I'm glad I got my hands on this to review it for you guys. So make sure you comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you would love more reviews from me in the future. If you are not subscribed, please scroll down below and tap that subscribe button so you can join the family. And also hit that notification bell so you're notified when your girl will be uploading next. Thanks once again, and I will see you guys on the next one. Mwah. Bye.